A Fabled Holiday is a really good film. This was released in 2022. It's directed by Ruby J. Munro and written by E.S. Dolan Dix and Samantha Herman. And it's a really good narrative, but I will say there's one element of it that I don't like, but that's a personal preference aspect. And I'll talk about that in a moment. The narrative focuses on Talia and Anderson, played by Brooke Dorsey and Ryan Paevey, and they were childhood friends. But they grew up, went their separate ways. Anderson became a doctor, Talia pursued a career in writing, and they both find themselves at the same inn over Christmas. And that's not the only coincidence, the fact that they're both there at the same time. There are some other coincidences that happen, and Talia is determined to get to the bottom of why she and various other people might have been brought together to this location at the same time. And what I will say is that I didn't really care for the magical aspect to this. There is a magical element, and it's edited as if it were like a fairy story. Every now and then we'll be pulled out of the chapter as if we're on the page of a book. It's very well edited, it's very well done. And if you're into that kind of style of storytelling, then I think you might like how they've done it. But for me personally, that's not what I was looking for. But I'm able to enjoy around that. So it didn't really affect my enjoyment, but there were certain things that I wish had been done a little bit differently for my personal taste. But that aside, I really liked it. The narrative otherwise develops really well. There's a lot of Christmas in this. It's very, very festive. Christmas activities, music, decorations. It's stunning. If you're looking for a film that's full of Christmas to help get you into the festive mood, A Fabled Holiday is a really great one to go with. Talia and Anderson and all of the characters are really likeable. And while I don't like the fairy tale aspect of it, I do really like the fact that it's telling the characters to, first of all, look at their pasts, look at where they've come from, and, reconnect with people they used to be close with, while also encouraging them to look at their future and their current path and the road they're heading down and see if that's what they really want. And I think they got the balance of the past and the future there really, really well done, and something that I think was really inspirational, because I think it's something that we all need to do well, is to look at our past, evaluate it, learn from it, but always trying to look forward. Of course, while also living in the present. Life is very much a juggling act. And I think the film does a great job of highlighting that with some really great characters and a lot of Christmas. So, sure, there are bits of it that don't appeal to me in terms of my personal preference, but I can't fault it within the film. It's just not for me. But in general, I really thoroughly enjoyed this, and I'm really happy to recommend it. I don't know, I was going to say I wouldn't watch it again, but actually, because there is so much Christmas in it, and the characters are really likeable, and there are some really great messages in it, maybe I would. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I wouldn't mind watching it again, and of course, I definitely recommend it.